Well, thank you for inviting me back. It's really great to join you all. What I'd like to do in the time allotted is give you a sense of what our thoughts are regarding this, tremendous turmoil that we're seeing in the financial markets, that we're seeing in the economy, and then what we're seeing looking ahead. And we're really calling, this presentation that we're making to our clients, our view across the valley. If you think about where we were in February, we were standing on the precipice of what we didn't know was to come was a tremendous decline in the market and a tremendous decline in the economy that we're still going through right now, especially on the economic side. But what we believe is that we're in the process actually right now of bottoming. We're in the process of actually slowly emerging from this valley, and we think there'll be positive news on the far side. If you take a look at the rest of the economy, the tremendous floor that the government and the Fed has put under this economy with the payroll protection, with the Fed coming in, supporting the bond market, supporting the equity market, that's done a great job for consumer confidence. In the last month, the last reading that we had on consumer confidence was actually up. Now, again, it's bouncing off the lows, all right, the lows that we saw in April, so it's up. It's still in recessionary standpoint, but consumer confidence was actually very, very strong. One of the reasons for that is that disposable personal income, think about this number, disposable income last month grew at 12.4%. That's phenomenal. Now, a big reason for that is because of the government support that we've seen, the increase in the unemployment benefits, the paycheck protection. So we've seen tremendous growth. So that's one of the reasons why consumer confidence has stayed up, because of that payroll support. What we've also seen is consumer spending is down. We all know that. Well, that growth in income combined with lower spending means that the savings rate, the latest savings rate, jumped 33%. So again, consumers are actually able to put a little bit of that money in the bank, pay down some debts. So again, what the government's doing and what the Fed is doing is actually doing a good job supporting the economy. Now, let me talk about manufacturing. Manufacturing is viewed as being a little insulated from the real damage. And one of the statements that I've made in prior client meetings is that if your business relies upon gathering large numbers of people in a confined space, you've got challenges. That basically means the restaurant industry, the casino industry, cruise ships, any business that really relies on bringing lots of people together and keeping them close has got challenges. Now, a lot of manufacturers may say, well, gee, that's fantastic. I'm insulated from that. Well, if your business is manufacturing popcorn machines for movie theaters, you've got problems. You're a manufacturer, but you've got challenges. So think about your end market. Think about the people that you're selling to. Think about the people that your customers are selling to. There are going to be challenges. So I don't think any business, we're not telling any business that you're insulated from what's going on right now. One of the things that we're really keeping an eye on is manufacturing production. Let me give you a couple of statistics that you're probably familiar with that we're keeping an eye on from the ISM. Durable good and non-durable goods orders. Those are the two things we look at most closely. Non-durable goods orders were down 9% in the latest report. Durable goods orders were down 17%, 17.7%, a tremendous decline. Non-durable goods orders were down primarily because of what we're seeing in the oil patch. Petroleum, if you're making pipe for oil drilling, well, naturally, that business is doing very, very poorly. That's to be expected. What really surprised us and really disappointed us was the durable goods orders being down 17%, because as you know, over the last 10 years of this economic recovery, durable goods orders have not done very well. We haven't seen that real spur to capital spending. So that concerns us. If we look forward, again, if we look across the valley, one of the things that we're anticipating seeing is a continued slowdown in structure spending. We're not going to be putting up a lot of businesses. Retail stores, you've seen, we're probably going to see excess capacity there. So we're not anticipating seeing a lot of retailers being built. What we do think we're going to see is an increase in technology spending. You're going to see businesses investing, I don't care what business you're in. You're going to see an increase in helping your employees work remotely, in connecting with your customers, in connecting with your suppliers. So everyone on this call, is probably going to be taking a look at your technology spend budget and increasing it certainly. So if we look across the valley, if we think about manufacturing in New England. It's primarily focused on advanced manufacturing, using advanced materials, using advanced production processes. That's fantastic. And that has insulated New England manufacturing from some of the other damages that we've seen across the country. We're not manufacturing steel here. We're not manufacturing autos in New England. We're really manufacturing a lot of high-end products. In New England, and especially Connecticut, the aerospace industry is our largest customer. If you think about aerospace, think about the two hurdles that we see. First hurdle is Boeing. So commercial aviation is slow, and we continue to see it slowing further. In the last month, I don't believe there were any new orders for aircraft. It's going to take Boeing a while to get back. So commercial aviation, civil aviation, we think will be very slow. And then defense spending in aerospace is also going to be slow. What we've seen is a tremendous amount of resources focused away from defense spending, and is probably going to be focused a lot more on social spending as we come out of this recession. That's going to put pressure on defense budgets. So we're not anticipating seeing a tremendous amount of good news in the aerospace industry right now. Conversely, we've got a growing biotech sector here in Connecticut and a growing biotech sector in Massachusetts and throughout New England. Every state that I visit, biotech is on the radar screen. So we think we're going to see that increase very nicely. So if your end markets are exposed to the biotech industry, you're probably going to be seeing increased orders, which is fantastic. So to sum up, if I think about the economy going forward, what we're looking for is a rebound from where we are right now, but really not the V-shape, more of a U-shaped recovery. And if I look out to 2021 and further, we believe we're going to get back to that 2 to 2.5% growth. Slow growth nonetheless, but slow growth, which is really not going to drive, unfortunately, a lot of capital spending, which is what we want to see, because that'll grow productivity, that'll help grow wages. We think capital spending is going to continue being slow, but it will be positive in the technology sectors. So, we definitely think we're in the bottoming process. In fact, you may be seeing in your own industries a little bit of a rebound. So that's very, very positive, but we're not pounding the table right now for a very strong recovery, but not a strong recovery. So again, I'd really like to thank you for inviting me to speak to you today. It's been, we've had a lot of great conversations in the past, and I hope at some point in the near future, we're able to get back together again in person. So thank you very much.